Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got a fascinating topic to dive into: economics. Have you ever wondered how the economy works, why prices rise and fall, or why certain policies impact our lives so significantly? Well, you're in for a treat. In this video, we'll be summarizing the book, Basic Economics, A Common Sense Guide to the Economy, by Thomas Sowell. Get ready to gain a deeper understanding of the economic principles that shape our world. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insightful content. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off by exploring the basics of economics. Sowell explains that economics is about the allocation of scarce resources to satisfy unlimited wants and needs. He introduces key concepts like scarcity, opportunity cost, and the role of incentives in shaping individual and market behavior. He begins by explaining the concept of scarcity, emphasizing that resources are limited while human wants and needs are virtually limitless. This scarcity necessitates making choices, which leads to the concept of opportunity cost, the value of the next best alternative that is foregone when a decision is made. Sowell emphasizes that incentives play a crucial role in shaping human behavior, whether they are financial, social, or psychological. He introduces the idea of trade-offs and marginal analysis, highlighting the importance of weighing the benefits and costs of incremental changes in decision-making. Supply and demand are key drivers of market prices, with Sowell delving into how changes in supply and demand affect equilibrium prices and quantities. He underscores the role of prices as signals that convey information in a market economy, reflecting the relative scarcity and value of goods and services. The author also stresses the positive influence of competition on efficiency and innovation. Competitive markets drive businesses to provide higher quality products at lower prices, fostering continuous improvements. Sowell addresses the significance of property rights and the rule of law, explaining that well-defined property rights and a strong legal framework provide the security and incentive for economic activities. He introduces the concept of gains from trade, illustrating how individuals and nations benefit from specialization and exchange. By focusing on producing what they excel at and trading with others, overall wealth and prosperity increase. Lastly, the book highlights the importance of economic growth in improving living standards. Sowell explains that sustained economic growth results from factors like technological advancements, capital accumulation, and productivity improvements. These concepts form the foundation of understanding how economic principles shape individual decisions, market dynamics, and government policies. Thomas Sowell delves into the intricate relationship between price controls and markets. He elucidates how price ceilings and floors can significantly impact supply and demand dynamics. Price ceilings, which impose a maximum price on a good or service, often lead to shortages as demand outstrips supply at the artificially low price. Sowell illustrates this phenomenon with real-world examples, such as rent control policies in cities, where landlords are disincentivized to provide rental housing due to reduced potential income. Conversely, price floors, which mandate a minimum price, can result in surpluses as suppliers are motivated to produce more than what the market demands. Sowell further examines the implications of minimum wage laws, explaining how they can lead to job loss or reduced hiring, particularly among low-skilled workers. Through clear and concise examples, Sowell demonstrates how price controls can distort market equilibrium, discourage production, and even lead to black markets. He emphasizes that while price controls may be well-intentioned attempts to make goods and services more affordable, they often have unintended consequences that ultimately harm consumers and the economy. By analyzing the effects of price controls on markets, Sowell underscores the importance of allowing supply and demand to determine prices naturally, as competitive markets are better equipped to allocate resources efficiently and reflect the true value of goods and services. In the book, Sowell emphasizes that prices are the linchpin of a market economy, acting as information-rich signals that guide countless economic decisions. He elaborates on how prices convey valuable information about the scarcity of resources and the preferences of consumers. When demand for a particular good or service is high relative to its supply, prices rise, signaling to producers that there is an opportunity to profit from meeting this demand. Conversely, when supply exceeds demand, prices fall, indicating to producers that they might need to reduce production or adjust their offerings. Sowell highlights that the power of prices lies in their ability to efficiently allocate resources. He provides a detailed exploration of the concept of equilibrium, where the intersection of supply and demand determines the equilibrium price, the price at which quantity supplied equals quantity demanded. This equilibrium price clears the market, ensuring that goods and services are allocated to those who value them the most and that suppliers are motivated to produce what is most in demand. Furthermore, Sowell discusses the role of price flexibility in responding to changing conditions. Prices are quick to adjust to shifts in supply and demand, allowing the market to quickly react to new information. For instance, if a bad harvest reduces the supply of a crop, prices will rise, signaling to both consumers to reduce their consumption and producers to allocate more resources to address the shortage. In contrast, Sowell warns about the negative consequences of government-imposed price controls, such as price ceilings, maximum prices, or price floors, minimum prices. He illustrates how price ceilings, such as rent control, often lead to shortages and reduced quality as landlords have less incentive to maintain or provide rental properties. Price floors, such as minimum wage laws, can lead to unemployment, particularly among low-skilled workers, as employers may not be able to afford the mandated wage. By thoroughly exploring the role of prices, Sowell illuminates how they serve as a decentralized mechanism for coordinating economic activities. They guide decisions on what to produce, how much to produce, and how resources are allocated. Sowell's insights underscore the importance of allowing market forces to determine prices, enabling the efficient allocation of resources and the overall well-being of a market economy. The concept of productivity and its impact on economic growth and well-being are explored in depth. Sowell highlights that productivity, which refers to the efficiency with which resources are used to produce goods and services, is a key driver of economic success. He delves into how technological advancements and innovations contribute to increased productivity, allowing societies to produce more with the same or fewer resources. By providing real-life examples and historical context, Sowell demonstrates how improvements in productivity lead to higher living standards, as people can enjoy better goods and services without working longer hours. Furthermore, Sowell emphasizes the role of specialization in enhancing productivity. He explains that when individuals or countries focus on producing what they are most efficient at, they can trade with others to acquire a diverse range of goods and services. This leads to higher overall productivity and a greater standard of living for all involved. Sowell also explores the concept of work and its relationship to productivity. He discusses how incentives, such as wages and benefits, influence individuals' decisions to work, invest in education, and develop new skills. By analyzing the interplay between work, productivity, and incentives, Sowell highlights the importance of creating an environment that encourages hard work, innovation, and skill development. In essence, Sowell's examination of productivity and work underscores their central role in economic growth and well-being. By understanding how technological advancements, specialization, and incentives contribute to increased productivity, individuals and policymakers can make informed decisions to foster economic prosperity and improve the quality of life for society as a whole. The concept of the miracle of the market is also thoroughly explored. Sowell illustrates how voluntary exchange and competitive markets lead to a win-win situation for both consumers and producers. He explains that in a free market, individuals and businesses interact through voluntary transactions, seeking to maximize their own well-being. Through clear examples, Sowell showcases how these interactions result in mutually beneficial outcomes, where both parties walk away better off than they were before. Sowell delves into the role of competition as a driving force behind market efficiency. He emphasizes that when businesses compete to attract customers, they are incentivized to provide better quality products and services at lower prices. This leads to improved consumer choices and a constant drive for innovation and improvement. By examining industries ranging from technology to healthcare, Sowell illustrates how competition fuels progress and creates a dynamic and responsive marketplace. Furthermore, Sowell addresses common misconceptions about markets, debunking the idea that they are zero-sum games where one person's gain equals another's loss. Instead, he highlights that voluntary transactions result in both parties benefiting, leading to an overall increase in wealth and well-being. He contrasts this with government interventions, explaining how attempts to control prices or restrict competition often lead to unintended consequences and hinder the miracle of the market. In essence, Sowell's exploration of the miracle of the market underscores the powerful mechanisms at play in a free market economy. By embracing voluntary exchange and fostering healthy competition, societies can harness the inherent potential of markets to drive economic growth, innovation, and prosperity for all participants. In Basic Economics, A Common-Sense Guide to the Economy, by Thomas Sowell, the complex relationship between government and the economy is thoroughly examined. Sowell delves into the various ways in which government interventions can impact economic outcomes, both positively and negatively. He discusses the role of taxes and regulations, emphasizing that while some level of government involvement is necessary to maintain a functioning society, excessive taxation and overregulation can stifle economic growth and innovation. Sowell explores the consequences of government subsidies and welfare programs, illustrating how they can distort market incentives and lead to unintended consequences. He provides insights into how subsidies can artificially prop up industries, leading to inefficiency and misallocation of resources. Similarly, welfare programs can create disincentives to work and reduce individual motivation to pursue economic opportunities. Furthermore, Sowell addresses the complexities of government control over industries, such as healthcare and education. He presents evidence showing that government involvement in these sectors can lead to higher costs and reduced quality, citing examples of how lack of competition and bureaucratic inefficiencies can hinder progress. Throughout the book, Sowell underscores the importance of finding a balance between government intervention and allowing market forces to operate freely. He acknowledges that while government policies can address certain market failures and provide a safety net for vulnerable populations, excessive government control can lead to unintended negative consequences. Sowell's exploration of government and the economy serves as a thought-provoking analysis of the trade-offs and considerations that policymakers and individuals must navigate in order to achieve a well-functioning and prosperous economic system. Sowell delves into the factors that contribute to the high costs of healthcare and examines the impact of government policies on access and quality. He highlights how the economics of medical care are influenced by supply and demand dynamics, technological advancements, and the role of insurance. Sowell discusses how third-party payment systems, such as health insurance, can contribute to rising healthcare costs. He explains that when patients are shielded from the direct cost of medical services due to insurance coverage, it can lead to overutilization of services and lack of price sensitivity. Sowell also addresses the concept of moral hazard, where individuals may be more likely to take risks or engage in unhealthy behaviors when they are insulated from the full financial consequences of their decisions. Moreover, Sowell examines government interventions in healthcare, such as regulations and subsidies, and their impact on access and quality. He provides insights into how regulations can create barriers to entry for healthcare providers and stifle competition, leading to reduced choice and potentially higher costs. Sowell also discusses the challenges of providing universal healthcare, weighing the trade-offs between accessibility and quality of care. Throughout the book, Sowell emphasizes the importance of considering the economic principles that underlie healthcare decisions and policies. He provides a comprehensive analysis of the factors driving healthcare costs and access, shedding light on the complexities of the healthcare system and the implications of various policy approaches. Sowell's exploration of the economics of medical care offers readers a nuanced perspective on the challenges and opportunities in this crucial sector of the economy. In Basic Economics, A Common-Sense Guide to the Economy, by Thomas Sowell, the international side of economics is extensively examined, shedding light on the complexities of international trade, comparative advantage, and protectionism. Sowell delves into the fundamental principle of comparative advantage, which highlights that countries can benefit from specializing in producing goods and services where they have a lower opportunity cost, and then trading with other nations. He illustrates how this principle leads to increased efficiency and greater overall wealth, benefiting all participating countries. Sowell addresses the impact of protectionist policies, such as tariffs and trade restrictions, on international trade. He explains how protectionist measures intended to shield domestic industries from foreign competition can ultimately harm consumers by reducing choice and increasing costs. Using historical examples, Sowell demonstrates how protectionism can lead to retaliation from trading partners, resulting in a downward spiral of trade tensions and reduced economic growth. Furthermore, Sowell emphasizes the importance of understanding the global nature of supply chains and the interdependence of economies in today's interconnected world. He discusses how disruptions in one part of the world can have far-reaching effects on other countries, highlighting the need for cooperative approaches to address global economic challenges. Sowell's exploration of the international side of economics offers readers a comprehensive understanding of the benefits of free trade, the risks of protectionism, and the intricate relationships that shape global economic interactions. By analyzing the impact of trade policies and the dynamics of international markets, Sowell provides valuable insights into the complexities of international economics and the importance of fostering open and mutually beneficial trade relationships. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of Basic Economics, A Common-Sense Guide to the Economy, by Thomas Sowell. We've only scratched the surface of this insightful book, but I hope you've gained a better understanding of the economic principles that shape our world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might find it useful. And of course, subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching, and remember, economics doesn't have to be intimidating. It's all about understanding the forces that drive our economy and influence our everyday lives. Until next time.